placid Rocky Mountain River, 16 miles northwest of Denver, that's hiding a deadly secret. It has the power to wipe away whole houses. Back in 1976, Colorado was hit by heavy thunderstorms. Flash floods took the lives of 143 people.
I've never in my life experienced anything like that.
They called it the storm of the century, a freak event. No one thought it would happen again. But Mother Nature had other ideas. In early autumn 2013, a huge storm dumped 6 months' worth of rain on Colorado in just 4 days. Emergency workers were stretched to their limits as they battled flash floods across the state.
It was pretty remarkable in just the amount of rain we had and how fast it came.
Runoff from the mountains rapidly transformed small rivers into raging monsters.
Severe thunderstorms can dump up to 12 inches of rain over a matter of hours, and that's all it takes.
The mountain canyons acted like funnels, turning the freak rainfall into flash floods. Just like in 1976, 20-foot high walls of water came crashing down the canyon at 4,000 cubic feet per second. An irresistible force of nature, destroying everything in its path.
It washed away huge roadways. Entire communities were taken out.
The rain was relentless, and then, suddenly, the worst happened. A flooding creek became so fierce that it smashed a highway bridge. Cars plunged into the water below. Firefighters Rob Williams and John Cook were quickly on the scene.
We saw a victim waving at us, and then we knew that he was a confirmed rescue. John and I went over on the raft, and we were controlled by 2 teams on the shores with ropes. We were able to pull that first victim out on the boat.
Fighting the raging torrent, Rob and John succeeded in getting the driver to safety. But the emergency wasn't over yet. Another driver was still missing.
We didn't know if that person had flushed out and downriver and had gotten out. Our first initial mission was to go out and investigate, to see if there was anybody inside the vehicle.
I crawled up on the vehicle.
Once we heard some sort of life from inside the vehicle, it definitely changed our game plan. We took a little bit more risk at that point.
Rob and John had to act fast.
We knew that if there's someone in there, we'll put our lives on the line to save them and pull them out. We took the chain from a tow truck and pulled it up right side.
The fierce current made it near impossible to pull the car the right way up.
Not stable, Rob. Not stable.
We were able to break the window, and that's when the hand came out. Time was really important, and we had a short window to get him out. You see that moment slip away when you realize, I may have just seen this man for the last time. Or his last chance to get out.
Seconds felt like hours. At last, the firefighters were able to reach inside and unlock the door.
when we were able to get that door open and able to see him come out again, very cold and hypothermic, but relatively okay, it was a huge relief.
For Roy Ortiz, it was the end of a 2-hour ordeal.
I fight for my life. I want to survive. I don't want to die.
2 months later, Roy is paying a visit to Rob and John's fire station.
Hi, Mr. John.
Hey.
Nice to see you again, guys.
This is the first time Roy has had the chance to thank his rescuers for saving his life.
Same too.
We're so thankful that you're alive in there, that it's such a great conclusion. I mean, we hoped that you were in there okay, but when we heard that knocking under there, we're just so excited to see you, and as your hand came out of that window, in your words, it was a miracle. So
God bless you.
Yeah, it's so great
God
to
bless
meet
you guys. Thank you so much.
Roy was one of the lucky ones. Others were less fortunate. Colorado's 2013 floods claimed 8 lives and destroyed over $1 billion worth of property. They said this was a 1-in-100-year storm, but it's happened twice now in just 37 years. In this mountain terrain, flash floods remain a constant threat.